We're here at Red Rock Mountain. This is one of my favorite places to hang out and also chill, just enjoying the environment. I had a question from one of the YouTube subscribers who asked me, how do you connect and meet high-profile people? Well, let's answer that.
Material witness, that's
So I didn't always start off with the large Rolodex. I was actually quite introverted growing up as a kid, but I built one of the most powerful and one of the most interesting Rolodexes on the planet with people who are really interesting personalities from the entertainment industry, business world, YouTube celebrities, best-selling authors. I've done that through various certain tactics, techniques, networking, and I'd like to talk to you about all of them right now. So the first thing that I think that was really valuable was I first developed the skill set, the cold approach skill set. And we use a lot of this in pickup when you're doing cold walk-ups, you're meeting people, because a lot of it comes from networking in groups. So a lot of the times people will go to all these really fascinating conventions, conferences and events. And the keynote speakers or the people who are at the event are usually the exact kind of people that you want to meet. But most people actually don't take the time to interact and meet with these people. So they don't practice the cold walk-up skill. 99% of the people will go there and they exchange business cards with people because they're kind of forced to, maybe a certain group that they interact with. But by attending events that are of a like-minded interests, I think that is super important. So I've spent tons of money. In the last 4 or 5 years, I spent well over $1 million going in these mastermind groups and networking groups. Me and my wife, we traveled all over the world. Almost every week, we would attend these various groups, organizations dedicated to entrepreneurship, various business interests from marketing, finance, sales, buying and selling companies, investments, all sorts of different kind of business aspects. But also for social and entertainment reasons, a lot of entertainment celebrities will get involved with charity galas or to go on vacations with each other to organize groups that network and just kind of like network high-end people for you. Groups like the Summit Series or big business adventures. And sometimes you just organize your own. Through the art of cold approach though, I know some of my friends have literally just called up some of the most powerful and interesting people to get them to go to these events. I know one of my friends, Elliot, he actually gave first-class tickets and offered them originally to everyone in the Forbes 35, under 35-year-old Forbes 100 under 35 list. And he just said, hey, I'd like to meet with you guys. I'll buy you a first-class trip to go to Hawaii. He just offered them value. Some people would just do that for small things like lunch or dinner. All these work. I used to do that myself. He just cold call random people from the phone book or going to their website and said, hey, I wanted to meet you. I wanted to talk to you. I want to learn more about you. I just wanted to hang out and have fun, share interests. Everyone wants to help people who are interested in learning. I think it's like a natural parental thing. Once you get a level of success, a lot of people just want to naturally be mentors. They want to help people out. It's like a fun thing. It's also a great hobby. It's a way of giving value back. And most people who have that success mindset have that naturally as a standpoint that you should be offering value to the world. You never know when that value will just come back to you. That's usually how people get customers when they're in business as well. Other than the cold approaching and the networking through business mastermind groups, another thing that's also helped me out a lot in terms of building high-end, high-profile people is just communicating my interests to other people and also finding out what their interests are and seeing where we coincide. Like if I have a certain passion in terms of like a skill set in terms of internet marketing, or if I have a passion or a certain skill set in terms of a certain sport, or of a certain unique understanding of a certain culture or through travel, I'll just share all these various topics and just see if I can get some of the hits. I have a friend named Larry Benet. He'll actually do research about what the passions and interests that are most interesting to the people that he thinks that he wants to connect with, find out what they are, and reach out to them by email or phone and say, hey, I want to reach out to you, I want to find out how I could help you. And then one of the things I read about is you had this really interesting passion or this really strong interest in this particular topic and I think I could help you with it. And he does that, and people respond. That's how he's built one of the most powerful Rolodexes on the planet, and has allowed him to build a business surrounding that. A lot of my friends have done something similar to various scales. I know that another thing that people will do is they'll just reach out to the people that they're fans of, either by mail. Sometimes they'll do it by social media. Other people will do it by, just contacting friends of friends. And you never know, because most people in their family social circles and their friends social circles and their business social circles, they'll have contacts with other people. If you look at Facebook in and of itself, it'll show how you're connected to various people. If you look at LinkedIn in and of itself, you'll see how people are connected through these various different technologies. And I think that's so interesting as a way for you to connect with other high-profile people. Now, the other thing is, it's not just the connection, it's the way you communicate. You want to be communicating from the standpoint of not just take, or question, just through the process of interviewing. You want to come from the standpoint that you're going to be able to offer value back. A lot of people will also just volunteer. I mean, I myself, even as a kid, I used to volunteer all the time for everything from presidential campaigns, presidential elections, working for governors, working for successful CEOs or business people. And I did that because I knew I would have a skill set to learn. I would learn all sorts of really cool skills. I would be able to network with them. I'd be able to hang out with them, find out where they want to go. I spent a ton of time just going online and looking up all sorts of really interesting groups I could get involved with. Also try to find out where they were going themselves. So certain business people, CEOs or celebrities that I was interested in networking with and hanging out with, I would find out what charities were they involved in and what kind of groups they're going to, what kind of networks and mastermind groups were they attending, who were their friends and what were they attending to. And I did that because I kind of knew naturally that most people who hang out in the same kind of soul circles get very similar levels of success. So I wanted to find out how myself could get involved with all these various soul circles and mirror that level of success so I could accomplish that just for myself. And that's really helped me on a huge way. If you look at my interviews on Thursday, you'll see that I've amassed a huge Rolodex of friends that have so much outstanding advice to give. And I try to contribute a lot of it myself by having my own show on Mondays and share that advice. Because it also allows me to reconnect with my old friends and just like share and reconnect in a deeper way, going deeper and trying to offer value that I think that the people who are subscribing to this channel want, people that I connect with and know want, and what I actually want to learn about as well. People just love the idea of sharing that knowledge. I actually like it even more than books or anything else, but I know that authors who spend tons of time networking also, they also amass large amount of research. I know that because also I've done a lot of formal education. I think that going through university is another great way to network with high-end people and also people that have a lot to offer. So I mean, I've spent so much time just going to universities and studying and learning and being a student myself. I believe that there's so much to learn from that. And also I believe it's an even better resource in terms of networking. A lot of people could learn from their own or learn from work. But by being a part of these formally organized organizations, you can learn so much, meet so much, or meet so many people and learn even more. And that's why I take part in all these various organizations. And that's why I'm probably a student for life. I always like the idea and philosophy is always learn from those who are continuing to learn themselves. And I'm one of those people who has as a core value is you should always keep learning, you should never stop learning. And that's why I'm always seeking out more people to network with, grow that network. And most people know at least 200 people really well throughout their lives. And I think each of those 200 people know another 200 people. And that network continues to grow. I know this is a very core principle of a lot of the books that's written by Harvey Mackay, who's one of the most powerful networkers and one of the best at teaching networking as a skill set to other people. I have an interview on my channel that is with him that is going to be sharing all those ideas. After you watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. But he's a guy who made this principle, and it was something that I never forgot. Because almost anyone you meet, even just the average person that you meet on the street, if you need the bartender you meet, the waiter or waitress, anyone can be a person that knows somebody. You'll never know. Everyone knows somebody. I'll meet random kids that are like 18 and 21 years old, and they'll contact me and they'll say, hey man, I'd love to learn more from you. I just really loved your videos. I'd love to take you out to dinner sometime. And I've met up with some of these people and they've introduced me to really fascinating people and fascinating ideas and concepts. And also they give me a better perspective of how I could help my customer base and also what people are interested in learning about. So you never know who is going to connect you with someone else or what you can learn from other people. I think it's truly amazing. You also learn so much if you're a business person, even just from your customers. Just being a business owner myself, I've met so many people that have ended up being high-profile people, or people that have just signed up for RSD boot camps and been my customers, have allowed me to get access to cool yacht parties, or the Grammys, or the Emmys, or other special events. And it's something that has been really an awesome opportunity, and I really appreciate all these opportunities. It's been really cool. They've also opened up my eyes to all sorts of really cool things that people will do. See, when people are trying to do things on an epic level, like say Ironman, or climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, or doing these things that require a lot of preparation, the kind of people who participate in these kind of events that require high performance, these are people that I would usually want to meet myself. So I'm like, wow, that's a really strong work ethic. And the kind of people who have that kind of work ethic to succeed physically, it's the same kind of people who probably succeed mentally, and vice versa. There'll be people that are able to make it on a high level of success, and those people end up usually being high-profile people. These are the biggest secrets, but they're really common sense things as well that I think are really, really cool. I think that it's a really great way for you too to also meet the same kind of people. Hey, what's up? We're leaving the Red Rock National Park right now. If you enjoyed the video today, please write your comments below. Love to get your feedback and subscribe to my channel. Cheers.